Hey everyone, we've just been sitting here, we didn't realise the time and we had lollies in our mouth, so are you right now to talk? This is Cynthia Mohan, and Cynthia's got an amazing story to tell. I first spoke to you a few weeks ago, but I spoke to you some months ago and got a little bit of an insight into your story and thought, what an amazing woman. And I know everyone hears this every week because every week everyone is so inspirational. And if ever you're feeling down and out and think you can't do it, you need to speak to one of my guests, because what they go through and how they come out the other side is and always so positive and beautiful and happy. And I just look at what you've gone through. And so we're going to talk about your journey. So you first, you were born in India? Yes, so whereabouts in India?
South.
In the south, yeah. And brothers, sisters?
I have one sister.
One sister. And how old were you when did you meet your husband there in India?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you met your husband?
I was doing my master's.
So you were doing your master's, yeah?
In uni.
Yeah.
And he was 1 year senior.
Okay, so 1 year older than you. And Cynthia's done her master's degree in commerce and accountancy. So you were also lecturing at the university and life was great?
Yeah.
Your husband was lecturing as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you're both highly professional people. And at that stage, like when you were living in India, and did you have any sign that your husband was the way that he was towards you, like as far as domestic and family violence? Like, did you have any idea that that's the sort of person that he was when you were in India together?
First it was, in India is always arranged marriage, but mine was a love marriage.
Love marriage.
And it was, and I didn't know his nature and over the time it's always been increasing. So after get married, immediately I noticed that as a difference between before and after marriage. So then it became more and more and more and more.
So is that
as he started earning more, it became more.
So as he started becoming like more financial, he became more aggressive and
controlling.
Yeah, and controlling financially. Okay. So how old were you then?
I got married at 26, so we left India in 2000 to Singapore.
So you went and lived in Singapore for a little while?
7 years.
7 years in Singapore.
Yeah,
so you
because,
had...
he wanted to go, he couldn't get a full-time job in the place where we were, because they got a lot of caste system and things like that. So my dad and uncle helped him to get a job in Singapore through my uncle, and so we moved.
The same sort of work, like in Singapore, like so, lecturing in Singapore.
Yeah.
So,
but I couldn't work because I was a dependent pass holder.
So you couldn't work at all,
No.
even though you're highly qualified.
No.
So, is your father and uncle, are they lecturers as well? Like, are they?
My dad was a lecturer, uni professor.
Oh, uni professor, yeah. Okay.
And after that, he became a librarian of the university.
Oh, okay. So you're all highly professional family.
He was a doctorate. He's a doctorate holder.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. So, of course, you're going to follow in those footsteps. So, here you are. You've gone from India. You're married. You've got 2 beautiful children. You're living in Singapore.
Yeah, for 7 years.
So, have you ever left India at all, like, other than Singapore? So, you've never left your country before? Or so your first stop was Singapore for 7 years, 8 years?
Yes.
So, you had a son and a daughter?
First daughter, son.
Yes, daughter and a son. So, I believe that from there you came to Australia, but your son joined the army.
No, he was here because he was only 10 years old.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're here because my children and my ex-husband was Singapore citizens.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
except
okay.
me.
All right, okay.
So he wouldn't apply for me, so I didn't get it. So they had the Singapore citizenship, and I my Indian citizenship. So we came here on his work And then my son was 10 years old, but then we couldn't change his passport to citizenship because in Singapore, you should have done it before the age of 9.
Oh, okay.
So compulsory he has to go for national service. So after his year 12, he's gone to national service.
Wow. Wow. So how many years did he have to do it?
No, next month he's coming back.
Oh, okay. So
Only
how
2
old is he
years,
now?
He's 20 now.
Okay, so 2
So
years.
18 he went and 20 he's gone.
Okay, so he'll come back to join you here in Australia. Wow, that's lovely, isn't it?
Next month.
Oh, that's exciting. So that's another thing that's beautiful in your life these days.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then we've gone from Singapore and you've come out to Australia to live.
Yeah.
So did you get work straight away?
No, because
No?
I didn't work for so many years, and I didn't apply for a job because I was taking care of the children.
Yes.
So I was the one who dropped them to school, picked them up and everything.
Mm. So your husband was working?
Yeah,
Yeah, so he became very controlling.
it was always.
Yeah, very controlling. And because you're not working, so you're not getting an income,
No.
so he was controlling with money, emotion. So what was like your life? Like, describe to me your life with him then. You're a young mum, couple of children. So did he kind of say, you know, if you want to go and buy something, or did you have to come to him and ask, or what was that? Just so we can get an understanding of how deep this goes.
The thing is, he'll have a bank account, joint bank account, one separate for him, another one is joint account. I can use the card to buy that in the
Food,
joint account.
yeah.
So he can see the bank statement, where I go, what I buy and everything. So he says, why did I do this? Why I can't go anywhere else to buy other than Woolies, Coles, Aldi, and that's it. And when we came here, I didn't have a license, so he wouldn't let me have a car license, and he wouldn't let me have a car. So I did myself everything. I started working in the restaurant and earned money, and I got to put papers, the advertising paper, the Star,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold Avon, I sold Neonovex, and that's how I got my license, my car, everything.
Wow. So here's your husband earning good money, professional person, wouldn't give you money, and you've had to go and sell Avon and what was the other thing that you said? Novex. So you could get money to spend on yourself.
To help out.
And he wouldn't let you buy a car.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let you have your license. So by doing those things, you got enough money to get your license and
Car,
a car.
registration, servicing, everything I took care of.
Wow. So how long did that go on for?
From the time I came here,
So how many years is that?
2008 we came here,
Until,
2012, I said.
wow, that's pretty sad, isn't it? And considering like you were a lecturer yourself and, you know, highly qualified, like that must have been hard, like really damaging emotionally for you, that you didn't have that control yourself on your own life, and that you were so well educated and you couldn't facilitate that by working in the university here. Like, look, there's nothing against selling Avon. Like, I know a lot of women that have done very successful career paths with Avon and other similar organisations. So I know it does give a little bit of independence to women that are really trying in life. So you utilise that to the maximum. So, and then you, because I just think this is incredible. So then you were attending your church.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you've always gone to church, yeah. So you attended church, and there was a lady at church. So you've been there for some time and you hadn't met her.
No, I never met her.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a person who will sit at the back or with the children together, and we just get up and walk out. We don't talk, we don't do anything. I don't talk to many people. I don't know many people.
So you met this lady at church.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I didn't meet. She met me.
she came to you. So she knew that she should have come to you.
Yeah, because there was time when we were still married. I don't talk to anyone, so I just move away quietly. I just talk to few people, and we walk out. So I never knew any person. After the separation, and everyone was praying for me, for the children and myself, because it was a stage like we had to leave the home, the house we had. I had to leave it in a week's time notice, because I was suffering with because he didn't pay the mortgage. Stopped paying the mortgage, so I was asked to get out.
So you were living there with your children, and
yeah, my daughter's already, she was studying in the uni that time. She just left, and then my son and myself with the dog, we were there in the house that he owned. He left the home, but then he didn't pay for the mortgage. He stopped paying the mortgage, so...
Did you know that at the time?
No. Only
so you're living in the family home thinking that he's paying the mortgage.
Yeah.
And you just stopped paying the mortgage.
Yeah. So the sheriff notice came, then only I know, because I had a week's time to move out everything. So then
1 week to move out.
Yeah. Then all my friends helped me. We just took everything. Somehow I had some money, so I was able to find a house and get for the bond and everything. So we moved all the things. They can't just pull everything, all the things to move out. My friends helped me.
Beautiful to have friends. You know what I mean? That's the beauty, isn't it, of having such beautiful, caring network of people, like your tribe, you know, of people, because when someone's in need like that, they all pull together. Yeah. And I mean, you're at a really emotional time in your life, you know.
But a lot help. Help
because you can't even think. You were saying to me before that when we were chatting that you, in your mind, you were that down that you couldn't work out how to spell the word here.
Yeah.
Like, how do I spell it? You know, that you were so emotional and upset about life, and that something so simple became so hard for you. Yeah. But you got through it.
Yeah.
And so you've gone from there and you've spoken to this lady at church, or she's come to you.
No, then after I left, then I was looking for a job. I couldn't get it. So I was telling everyone I can't get a job. So please pray for me. So that's the time she came and spoke to me, and she said, I've been praying for you. God wants me to teach you something if you are willing. She said,
You're willing, all right, yeah, because you need to change your life. Yeah.
I said, anything.
Yes.
Because I don't like to be in the door, pretty much, because I'm capable of working. Only thing I don't get a job. So if I get a job, I will work. Any job for that matter. I said, okay, come to my place. So she gave me the visiting card, and I said, okay. It had a little couple of threads and things like that. I said, okay. And it was Pat. Her name is Pat. And she said, come. Okay, next Monday morning I went there, and it was so beautiful. I said, oh, I said. And she taught me to do the hemming, pant hemming. And I said, you can do a small little business from home until you get a job. I said, okay. I went home and printed a flyer and put it in the Woolies, and so people started calling me, and I started doing it from home. I have the ABN number, and I just started doing it.
That's just incredible. So I'm just going to run this story by you one more time. Okay. So Cynthia has met this lady, Pat, and thank God for Pat. Like, thank you, Pat. I hope you're watching tonight, because thank you from all of us. What you did is quite beautiful. So you've spoken to Cynthia. Now, Pat does alterations and embroidery.
No,
alterations. Her little business been going for 26 years, and you'd never done anything like that before.
No.
So Pat said she'd teach you.
Yeah.
So you started doing alterations, and you put a little sign up, you print a little sign up and put it at Woolworths on the notice board and started
Just
doing
hemming.
just hemming.
Jeans and pants and trousers.
Jeans and pants and trousers, just hemming. Never done it before, but Pat showed you how to do it.
Yeah.
So then you've gone from there to alterations
Yeah. So every day.
and embroidery.
Yeah. I just go and learn from her. Then I do it from home. Then if I can't understand anything, I'll take it to her and ask her. She'll teach me. I'll come home and then I'll do it. That's how I started it, and I learned it from all these things. Yeah. Then I bought a machine. First I started. That first machine was only $99 from Aldi. That is my investment.
Good on you, Aldi. $99 from Aldi. That was your big investment. That is just insane, isn't it? Good on you, because I mean, if someone had said to you like many years ago that this is what you'd be doing, you'd be living in Australia, you'd be doing alterations and embroidery. Like, imagine if you told your father that after your education that that's what you'd be doing. I think he'd be going, no, she's dreaming. She couldn't possibly be doing that. She won't do that. You know, like, I can just imagine it. So, I mean, you've created a great business.
Yeah. And
so much so, I've got to show you everyone because Cynthia made a little present for me. So I'm going to walk up to the screen now. Now it says, on the couch with Kelly. Can you see that? Hang on. Apparently I've got to put my hand over it. Oh, hang on. I've got to move over this way. Down, down, there. Now, can you see that? Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? On the couch with Kelly, and it's a picture. Like, she's embroidered that whole thing. It's a pillow. I mean, it's not a pillow right now. It's a pillowcase, and I've got to put a pillow in it. But how beautiful is that, everyone? Like, I just think it's so clever, and that's just so gorgeous. So we're going to tell everyone where your business is. All right? Now, because we're in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. So if you're anywhere overseas, I'm sure she can do whatever you wanted. So, all right, the name of your business?
Autumn Stitches.
Autumn
Stitches.
Stitches, okay, Autumn Stitches. And what's your phone number? What's your work number? Come on. Oh, no, I can't believe it. What is it? What's your phone number on your card?
It's a mobile number.
That's a mobile number. And you never ring yourself, right? Okay, don't worry. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put the mobile number in the comments for you. And so anyone that wants any alterations or embroidery, this is the girl to see. And, you know, it's about supporting someone who's been through a really, really hard time in life. And, you know, you've come out the other side, like, look at you, just so happy, and you've had a really bad time. You know, you've had a really...
God is good.
God is good. You bet. God is good. So, I mean, I just think you're amazing to do what you do. And I met you through a friend of mine because we all ride bikes together. And he was just telling me, he was telling me about a few people, but he said, you've got to get this lady on the show because she's such a beautiful, happy person. And I just think her story is so sad. Like, and I mean, we've really laughed through it, but it wasn't like that at all your life. Like, you've had a really sad time. And I mean, we've made light of it, you know, like, but you've had a sad time. What was the darkest time for you going through that? When you're in a really dark place.
Yeah. Thing is, like, there's no one, like, can understand you, and no one knows what I'm going through. And there's one time that I can even feel like killing myself. And I just closed my eyes. I said, God, just let me go. It's not worth living. That's the time, because I was ridiculed with my color, dirty color, I was called.
Oh.
And I was called like curly. I had actually it's not straight hair, so very curly hair.
You straighten that?
Yeah.
Wow. Can't imagine you with curly hair. Like,
very, very curly. It defies gravity.
Defies gravity. Well, you know, I mean, who am I to talk about hair? Like, seriously, you know, like, I'm just on fire constantly. So See, even now you're laughing and you're making me laugh. And I mean, that was a really intense question. That was a really sad place you were in. You know, like you said, you were.
But then when the thing is like, I said, God, what is this? I said, I have no choice of choosing my color or my height or my hair. Nothing is of my choice. It's you given me. I said, I was reading Bible and I said, I knitted you in my mother's womb. And I said, okay. And so you knitted me this color? I said, then I was like, okay. Now, why would you make me this color? Why can't I be fair? And I thought I was listening to a song, mold me, see me, I'm a potter's hand. I said, oh, okay, you're a potter, and so I'm a clay. I said, okay, so you baked me for a long time, didn't you?
I baked you for a long time. Well, see, you know what? Here I am. If I could have a spray tan, 24/7, that's me. You know, now isn't that always the way? And my hair is so straight. I would love anything to have curly hair. I know what it's like when I've gone and got a perm, and I mean, my hair was like defying gravity too then, you know. And I just thought, oh my God, this is the most incredible hair. You know, but I mean, yours is all natural, and how beautiful is it? So that's what I mean, we're never happy, are we?
Yeah.
But if you've got someone, you know, saying to you that, you know, you're not pretty or you're not this or you're not that, and it's constant, you take it on board after a while, don't you? And it really upsets you. Yeah. And so you start to believe it. That's right. So we don't want to believe in any of that because everyone's beautiful and we're all created differently because, you know, if we're all exactly the same, you know.
Like God doesn't like us like robots.
That's right.
Each individual is different. Each one has their own unique talents, plus minus characters, and we have to use those characters to live a better life and help others as much as we can. And that's it.
So, do you think like your faith, your Christianity, got you through this?
Yes.
And that's what you felt so strongly about?
Yeah, my friends, they were by my side all the time. And another little girl who's very inspiring me is Jamie America. You should meet her.
Jamie?
America.
Jamie America.
Yeah.
That's her name?
Yep.
Jamie America.
Yeah. So
she should be a rock star. What a great name.
Should meet her.
We should meet her.
Yes.
So, obviously you want to say thank you, Jamie America.
Yes.
Like, thank you so much.
She's
and I hope you're
great
watching.
Inspiration for me.
So,
Great inspiration. She's my very good friend, Liesel's daughter, a very good friend, her daughter.
How old is she?
She's 18.
18. Oh, wow. And people are talking such great stuff about her already. So why to you is she so inspirational?
Because when I was going through, I thought so many times I thought, I can't, this is over, I can't. Then when I see her and the effort she puts in to do things, and she likes to be independent and do things, it's very inspirational because she has, when she was a baby, she had a meningitis.
Oh, wow. Meningitis, that's to do with the brain too, isn't it? Yeah.
So she struggles a lot, but she learns to be, she wants to be independent, she does her things.
That's fabulous. I need to talk to her. We need to have her on the show.
Definitely.
Oh, right. Okay. You'll be sending those details to me. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, 18. That's just...
Yeah.
That's wonderful that, you know, someone that's young like that can be so inspirational to you in your darkest hour.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard to get out of that, you know, that hole too, isn't it? It's hard to get that strength to keep going and not to give up.
Yeah.
And if there was someone out there, like in one of our viewers, and they're watching tonight, and they've listened to your story, and maybe they're going through it themselves, or their sister or mother or best friend, what would be a message of hope you would give that person? I want you to look in the camera now with your biggest, deepest lecturer's voice that you haven't used for a while. And I want you to leave a message of hope for that person. What would you say to them? Biggest lecturer's voice.
That's good. This life that is we got is God-given life. Never think you cannot make it. You can always, as long as we have life, there is hope. People who have got many things don't have life. For instance, Steve Jobs, Michael Jackson, they all have money, but they don't have their life on this earth. They wanted to have. We have life and we have hope. As long as we have the last breath, there is hope. And we can achieve it. We can do it. And all you have to do is trust in God, put full effort as much as you can, and rise up.
Rise up.
Never give up.
That's it. Never give up.
Never, never.
That's a beautiful message. Thank you, Cynthia.
God is good. He is
God
there
is
with
good.
you.
Yeah.
He comes at the rock bottom, and when you're on the rock bottom, you will meet him. Never give up.
So it's good to have your faith, like as well. And, and don't stop believing in yourself, because that's, the important thing. And I know it's so easy
God
just
has
to...
given us the life.
That's right. And we've got to love it just as much as he did. We've got to love the life that we've been given. And, it is about not giving up and really kind of looking within and getting that strength, because it's easy to give up. It's very easy. You just lay on the lounge. You don't have to get up. You don't have to eat. You don't have to do anything. And we could all do that. But you know what? We're worth more than that. And, you've got to look at the people around you too, because it's the heartache that you leave behind.
Another thing is you have to forgive the person.
That's it, yeah.
Forgive the person, whoever had done anything wrong to you. Just forgive them. Because it's between them and God. Nothing to do with you. Don't take revenge. Nothing. Worry about it.
Yeah, it's not about revenge. Nothing. There's people out there that want revenge, and sometimes that's just a horrible thing that just eats away at you. It's
you
much
can't concentrate
easier
on what you want to do.
That's right, because you always want it, that anger eats away at you, and it's like a cancer.
Once you're forgiven, you can be more happier.
Yeah, that's right, because you feel lighter.
You feel lighter. You can live contented life. There are days that I lived in $5 budget with my son and the dog. It's okay.
And the dog.
And the
I know, you always bring the little dog in.
Yeah.
What sort of dog is he? What sort of dog is he?
Benji, Staffy.
Staffy. Oh, little Staffy Benji.
Yeah. And my friend Liesel and Lorna, they both are they got more upset with me for not letting them know that I'm living in a $5 budget.
Oh no. Well, that's what happens. Friends do that.
They were very upset, and they came with the big bags and loaded my fridge.
Oh. But see, you're a very proud person. It's easy to do that.
Yeah, they say that.
Yeah, it's easy not to,
I don't like to trouble people. Because everyone, whoever born in this world, has got their own problems. Mine is not bigger than what you're going through, what they're going through. So I can't keep on saying that I'm struggling. That's not the way. If God knows you're struggling, He will make you go through it, and you'll come out successfully. But if you keep on nagging at friends and telling them, then you're stressing them more. As long as they have their own problems. Queen of England, as much as money she has got her own problem.
But it is easy.
So,
it is easy when you're struggling. So you're in that situation and you're struggling yourself. And if you're a proud person, it is hard to tell people. But, my thing is, and this is just guidance, I'm not telling anyone what to do. But what I'm saying is talk to your friends.
Yeah.
And talk to your loved ones. Let them know. Because they will be upset that you haven't informed them that things haven't been so bad. Because, people love you. They want to help you. They want to do that little thing for you and bring the bag of groceries over. Because, you've got to allow people to give the gift. And if that gift is just, well, not just, but if that gift is a bag of groceries, or if that gift is to pay a bill for you, or to slip you some money here to help you through your sad time, you've got to allow them that that time to give, because giving is so rewarding.
Yeah.
It feels so beautiful. So we and you have got to allow those friends to give you that, to help you.
Yeah,
You've got to let them
they
know
help.
when things are bad. And,
They
it's all
help you.
about, I'm not saying ring up every 5 minutes and say, oh, this is happening, can you pay my rent and do blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that if you're struggling and you have got true friends in your life and your family, go and talk to them, because they will be upset if they had no idea. And sometimes it just feels great to share a situation like that, to get it off your chest, so it's not, eating your way inside, like to tell someone that, this is happening in my life, and not physically asking for help, but at least releasing the information, because, to share a problem is much better.
They get angry with me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they would. So now Benji's at home and he's happy.
No, he passed away last year.
Oh.
That's
Oh dear, trust me to say something like that, honestly. Well, I'm sorry to hear that Benji passed away.
He's old. He's old.
Well,
15
it's
years
good.
old. Yeah.
15? Wow. So, that's wonderful that you had him. No wonder you greeted my dog Chili so lovingly, and my little dog that comes on here sometimes. So, so I think, my message to everyone tonight is share your problem. If you've got a problem, share it, because it'll just make you feel so much better inside to know that it's off your chest. And that's what, and if you've got beautiful people around you and loving family, and, that they're there for that too, They're not just there for the good times. They're there for, sharing of problems and helping you out. And if they love and care about you and respect you, they'll respect you even more for sharing that situation with them, so that they know. So, that's my little message for tonight. So, every now and then I pop up with this stuff. So, tonight, some of the people that have joined me, I want to thank them. And I can't thank all of you, but I've just got a few names here. So, Sharon Sharp, thank you so much, my darling, and Colleen Dandelion, thank you so much. I haven't seen you for a while, so it's great that you're online again, Colleen, and you're just watching the show. And Sharon, you watch it every week, and God bless you for that. Joanne Haskew, thank you, Joanne, thank you. Paula Louise Calmetto, yes, Paula Louise Calmetto. Reese Smithies, thanks, Reese. That's awesome of you to watch a show. And Steve Dunkley.
Yeah.
Oh, so Steve Dunkley's a friend of yours, is he?
Yeah.
Well, hi, Steve. I know Steve Dunkley. So, Varel Modi. Thank you, Varel, for watching. This is my friends from India. We did a lovely, lovely interview. And do you know that name? Nimesh Soni.
Yeah.
Well, Nimesh, I'm pretty sure is from India as well.
Yeah.
And Chris Rourke. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining in tonight. And Kerry Lee. Thank you, Kerry Lee. Michelle Hetherington. Thank you. Beck Cassidy. Thanks, Beck, for tuning in. And Mick Galvin. Thank you, Mick, and say hello to your lovely wife for me. So, thank you, everyone. Each and every week, people support me and what I'm doing. And some of the shows have been up around over 3,000 viewers. So, it's growing, it's going well. And please share and spread the word, because, I'm doing this to help as many people out there that I can. That's the only agenda that I have, is to share these stories so that people can understand there are people out there with similar stories to themselves, and if they can get help some way or make them feel a little bit better, or go and talk to someone about it, or contact Lifeline, or join a church, or something that works for you to help you get through it, well then it's been success, this show. So I'd like to say goodnight to everyone, and thank you so much for joining in again, and know that in life you're going to be okay. So we've got thumbs up for being okay. Thank you.